Alright, here I am again. Inspired again. Figured I'd share a little information for somebody that might want to see how a chainsaw carburetor is supposed to be adjusted. Now, as I showed in the last video, this chainsaw here, it's an Echo, CS 520. I brought it over here to put a new carburetor on, and the carburetor that I had was not the right one. So my dad, well, he just happened to have one laying around here in the shop full of shit that he's got. He's got enough parts in here to fix. He's got tools to fix tools and parts to fix tools, and I don't know, a full inventory of stuff to fix just about anything. So he found a carburetor for this. And he put it on there, and I was really impressed because it fired up first pull. You know what I mean? And I made a little video there. Well, then I put the cover back on there, and I fired it up. And it was idling way too fast, and I pulled the trigger to try and rev it up, and it, was blowing out smoke, and it wouldn't rev up. And so I figured I'd share how to go about adjusting a carburetor. Now, when you put a brand new carburetor on, it comes pre-adjusted to usually like 3/4 of a turn or a turn out on the high and low mixture screws, which are, you have a flashlight here so I can see what I'm talking about. Now, deep down inside there, I don't know if you can see it. I can't see what I'm, let's see, I'm all buggered up. Okay, well, deep down inside that hole right there, there are two screws. Those are the high-speed and low-speed mixture screws. And what that does is they allow more or less fuel and oxygen into the firing chamber there, into the cylinder. You know, carburetors are pretty fancy pieces of equipment, even though they really don't look like it. They are pretty fancy pieces of equipment. Here's what carburetor looks like. Here in the old carburetor box, you got all kinds of little bits and pieces. So this is a carburetor, and these two posts sticking out that got little flathead bits on them are the high-speed and low-speed mixture screws. And then there's usually a idle set screw, which sets the idle. But if your high-speed and low-speed mixture screws aren't right, okay, everything gets haywire. Now, you got gas and oil, okay, mixed together, and then you got oxygen. It has to be the right ratio of oxygen to fuel in order to burn and operate properly. These things are well designed. I mean, look at the size of this thing. This is a chainsaw carburetor. It's very tiny. There's not much to it. Inside here, there's a little flopper that works as a fuel pump. Inside here, there's some other shit that I won't go into right now, but, you know, that's basically what they do. The carburetor draws fuel in from the fuel tank, and it sucks air through itself due to vacuum created inside the firing chamber when the piston's going up and down, and spark blows off at the appropriate time, top dead center, and compression stroke, and yada, yada, yada. Hopefully you know something about something. But if you don't, I don't know. Maybe if you do, maybe I'll show you something. Now, a lot of times, let me while I'm thinking about, a lot of times some of these manufacturers of chainsaws will do something like this. And they'll put the high-speed and low-speed mixture screws in there, where you either have to have some kind of a specialty tool, or if you're like me, you grab a butt connector. You know what a butt connector is? One of them crimp-on things. You attach two ends of wires together with. You grab a butt connector and you drive it on there with things, and it fits snugly enough to where then you can drive a screwdriver in the other end of the butt connector and you can adjust those screws. Otherwise, you got to spend $1 bazillion on some special tools. But Echo, thankfully enough, has been kind enough to put some regular old flatheads in there, and I'm going to go ahead and fire this thing up. You're going to see how it runs, and then you're going to see me adjust shit, and then it's, you're going to know how to adjust it if you ever need to adjust your... Okay, so this is the best way to do it. You really want to fucking crank that baby down in the vise. Now, do whatever you do, don't fucking lock your chain in there, you know what I mean? Because you want that spinning freely. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to give her a little ripperisky. Okay, now that, you turn the choke on, and then you get one pop like that, and then the next time it'll fire off first. As you can see, that's turning a little too fast. You don't want the chain going like crazy. No. Down in there. Right to it. Alright, that's better. You're swirling, swirling, getting ready to cut your leg off if you happen to drop it or whatever. But now, when I hit the gas, it's not going to rev up very good. Watch. Actually, it did. It revved up real good. Matter of fact, it revved up too good. You don't want to over-rev them. So now, that was the low speed adjustment. I turned it out a little bit, okay? Now I'm going to go to the high speed and I'm going to turn it in a little bit. And that'll prevent it from over-revving. Now that's how you properly adjust a chainsaw carburetor high and low speed mixture screw. I know my footage was shitty because I was trying to do it a two-handed job with one hand. I should have had three hands actually. You know what I mean? A camera, tripod or something to show properly. If you go on YouTube, you can find all kinds of how to adjust a carburetor videos. But that's the basic gist of it. You can see how much better that works now. There goes Dad back up. What's going on over there? Starter solenoid, yeah. It welded itself. Okay, that makes sense.
They make them solenoids either single pole, where it grounds to the base.
Right.
They mount it to it.
Yeah.
Or that one's got relays that control both the hot side and the ground side.
Oh, cripes, they overdid it.
So we gotta go. I don't have any double pole.
You gotta buy a new solenoid?
We're gonna go to NASA. They got them for like $13, $15.
Are you sure about that? With inflation, it's probably 100,000 today.
You're probably right.
$13 last time he tried to buy one, but they're probably 100,000 today. Now, while he was over there monkeying around with that, I got this down to this scenario here. All right, now if you've never seen the underside of a valve cover, this is what you got. These down here are the valves, okay? These are valve springs. These are push rods. How would I possibly explain how all that shit works? The camshaft, the timing chain. Not gonna go into that. You want to learn how an engine works, go on YouTube and find out how an engine works. That's it for me on that one. I thought I'd share how to adjust a carburetor on a chainsaw that's not working right. Actually, I might not even post this because I've bought many chainsaws for very cheap or gotten them for free because they weren't running right, and then I bring them home and I adjust a screw or two and it runs like a top and sell it for 1,000% profit. Oh, I used to do that all the time. Anyways, God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm continuing to screw up out here. I'm trying my best, but every time I turn around, somebody tells me I screwed up. But, you know, whatever. Ain't nothing gonna bring me down. Ain't nothing gonna slow. Oh, wait, no. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Ain't nothing gonna slow me down. I got to keep on moving. So, if I somehow manage to do something stupid and hurt somebody's feelings, I apologize from the bottom of my heart. And that's a fact. To me, one of the worst sins you can possibly commit is to hurt somebody's feelings on purpose. I have never done that. That's not true. I have done that, but I wouldn't never do it again. Hurting somebody's feelings on purpose is a sin that should not ever be committed. It should be against the law. You should go to jail or be strung up in town hall, in town square, and hanged for that one. Okay? That's my opinion about the thing. Don't hurt people's feelings on purpose. Everybody's going to fuck up from time to time. Hopefully, most people will understand that. Some people won't. And abide by rule number 1, the golden rule. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Everything will be okay. I hope. All right, ladies and germs. As I said before, God bless you. Out there looking out for us, and unfortunately, he can't make us perfect like him, or it, or she, or whatever the heck it happens to be. I just know he's out there looking out for us, and we call it God, okay? Take care.